priest sat in the airport bar. He was wearing his father's tie, and his eyes looked into my eyes so far whenever the words ran dry. Behind the lash and the circles blue, he looked as only a priest can through, and his eyes said me, and his eyes said you, and my eyes said let us try. He said, you wouldn't like it here, no, it's no place you should share. The roof is ripped with hurricanes and the room is always bare. I need the wind and I seek the cold. He reached past the wine for my hand to hold, and he saw me young, and he saw me old, and he saw me sitting there. Then he took his contradictions out and he splashed them on my brow. So which words was I then to doubt when choosing what to vow? Should I choose them all? Should I make them mine? The sermons, the lies, and the valentines? And he asked for truth, and he asked for time, and he asked for only now. Oh, now the trials are trumpet scored. Oh, will we pass this test? Or just as one loves more and more, will one love less and less? Oh, come, let's run from this ring we're in, where the Christians clap and the Germans grin, saying, let them lose, cry and let them win, oh, make them both confess. The priest sat in the airport bar. He was wearing his father's tie. Sitting in a park in Paris, France, reading the news and it's all bad. They won't give peace a chance. That was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It's too old and cold and settled in its ways here. Oh, but California, California, I'm coming home. I'm gonna see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss a Sunset Peak, California, when I get home. Met a redneck on a Grecian isle who did the goat dance very well. He gave me back my smile, but he kept my camera to sell. Oh, the road, the red, red road. He cooked good omelets and stews, and I might have stayed on with him streets are full of strangers. All I knew is a home. More about the war and the bloody changes. Oh, will you take me as I am? Will you take me as I am? Oh, will you take me as I am? Ooh, will you take me as I A couple of years ago, I went to Greece. I was traveling with a friend of mine, a poetess named Penelope, and we were walking through the streets of Athens, and every place that we went, people would yell at us, "Hey, sheepy, sheepy, matala, matala," which means hippie, hippie, matala, matala, seek your own kind, there are lots of them there. And so we showed up in Matala, and me with creases down the front of my jeans from the dry cleaners, which was kind of unhip. I had to wait a couple of days to get a little more grimy and wrinkled before I was truly accepted by the society there. Penelope and I were sitting on the beach with creases down in the front of our jeans having this picnic, and she doesn't like to eat the crust of her bread, you know. She's kind of picky about some things like that. And me, I don't eat orange rinds, very seldom, you know. If you squeeze them together and light them, you know, they kind of burst into flame. That's interesting, but eating them, that's another trip, you know. So we had this little pile of litter that was accumulating. That and Mickey Mouse chocolate bars, because in Greece they had these great Mickey Mouse chocolate bars. It said Mickey Mouse in Greek. And on the inside were all these trading cards, and as far as we knew, there were 160 of them. There was Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and Pluto and Pinocchio with his nose in several lengths, you know, and Cinderella, and oh, there was everything. So I bought these chocolate bars, you know, just to kind of try them out before I realized that there was a whole cult sort of around them. So we picked up this little parcel of litter, you see, that we had lying on the beach, Mickey Mouse wrappers and orange peels and bread crusts, and we followed the strains of the Beatles into this little restaurant called the Delphini restaurant, and standing behind the counter there was this great-looking guy with a mane of red hair and a little gold heart in one ear and a little gold loop in the other ear and a soiled gray turban on his head, supposedly a white turban. I soaked it one night, overnight in a bidet in a pension in Athens and was evicted, trying to get all the grime of the East out of it. But this time we were strangers, and I handed him this pile of litter, and I said, "Listen, what can we do with this?" And he took it out of my hands, and with a really ferocious look, he threw it all over the floor of the Delphini restaurant. He was the cook there. So I liked him immediately, you know, and we became very good friends, and for his birthday I gave him 10 Mickey Mouse chocolate bars, 8 of which had new trading cards that he didn't have yet, so he was very thrilled. And I made him up this tune, which goes, "Oh, Carrie, you're a mean old daddy, but you're out of sight." The wind is in from Africa. Last night I couldn't sleep. Oh, you know it sure is hard to leave you, but it's really not my home. My fingernails are filthy. I've got beach tar on my feet, and I miss my clean white linen and my fancy French cologne. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane. Mermaid Cafe, and I will buy you a bottle of wine. And we'll laugh and toast to nothing and smash our empty glasses down. Let's have a round for these freaks and these soldiers, a round for these friends of mine. Let's have another round for the great red devil who keeps me in this tourist town. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane, and I'll put on some silver. Ooh, you're a mean old daddy, but I like you fine. Maybe I'll go to Amsterdam, no, maybe I'll go to Rome and rent me a grand piano and put some flowers round my room. But let's not talk about fare thee wells now. The night is a starry dome, and they're playing that scratchy rock and roll beneath the mantle of moon. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane, I'll put on my finest silver. We'll go to the Mermaid Cafe, have fun tonight. The wind is in from Africa, the sea is full of sheep. Oh, you know it sure is hard to leave you, but it's really not my house. Maybe it's been too long a time since I was scrambling down in the street. Now they got me used to that clean white linen and that fancy French cologne. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane, oh, and I'll put on my finest silver. We'll go to the Mermaid Cafe, have fun tonight. I said, oh, you're a mean old daddy, but you're out of sight. This is a song called Oh Honey, You Turn Me On, I'm a Radio. Driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you. Oh honey, you turn me on, I'm a radio, I'm a country station, I'm a little bit corny, I'm a wildwood flower, waving for you, broadcasting tower, waving for you. I'm sending out this signal here, I hope you can pick it up loud and clear. I know you don't like weak women, you get bored so quick. And you don't like strong women, cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been dirty for dirty down the line, but you know I come when you whistle, when you're loving and kind. If you've got too many doubts, if there's no good reception for me, then tune me out. Cause honey, who needs the static? It hurts the head and you wind up cracking, and the day goes dismal from breakfast party to the sign of prayer. What a sorry face you get to wear. I'm gonna tell you again now, if you're still listening there. If you're driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you. If you're lying on the beach with the transistor going, kick off the sand flies, honey, the love's still flowing. If your head says forget it, but your heart's still smoking, call me at the station, the lines are open.
According to the old clock on the wall, I only have time for one more song, so 2, 1.
I heard it in the wind last night, it sounded like applause. Did you get around resounding for you way up here? Seems like many years ago since I heard that face to face, or seen you face to face, so tonight I can feel you here. I get these notes on butterflies and lilac sprays from girls who just have to tell me they saw you somewhere. In some office sits a poet and he trembles as he sings, and he asks some guy to circulate his soul around. On your mark, red ribbon runner, the caressing rev of motors finally tuned like fancy women in 30s evening gowns. Up the charts, off to the airport, your name's in the news, everything's first class, and the lights go down, and it's just you up there, getting them to feel like that. Remember the days when you used to sit and make up your tunes for love and pour your simple sorrow to the sound all on your knee. Now you're seen on giant screens and at parties for the press, and for people who have slices of you from the company. They toss around your latest golden egg, speculation, well, who's to know if the next one in the nest will glitter for them so. I guess I seem ungrateful with my teeth sunk in the hand that brings me things I really can't give up just yet. Now I sit up here, the critic, and they introduce some band, but they seem so much confetti looking at them on my TV set. All the power and the glory, just when you're getting a taste for worship, they start bringing out the hammers and the boards and the nails. I heard it in the wind last night, sounded like applause. Chilly now, end of summer, no more shiny hot nights. It's just the arbutus rustling and the bumping of the logs, and the moon swept down black water like an empty spotlight.